Hey toy collectors, welcome to another super exciting outrageous toy review. Today we're taking a look at the DC Multiverse Superman figure by McFarlane Toys. McFarlane recently launched this multiverse series that seems to be aimed at collectors, featuring characters from all over the DC multiverse, including movies, comics, cartoons, and alternate reality versions of some of their characters. This Superman seemed like a pretty classic figure, and so I decided to pick him up and take a look at him. The back of his package features artwork from Action Comics 1000. The back of his package also features cross-sell art of some of the other figures from this line. Good luck trying to figure out who some of them are. The labels are very tiny and the artwork is a little busy. Here we've got Superman out of the package. I really do enjoy that he's sort of the classic Superman, not New 52 or some of the other versions that we've had in recent years, the movie version. He's red trunks, yellow belt, he's got the tall boots. One interesting thing they decided to do is he has a metallic red S that doesn't match the rest of the red on him. It's bold, it looks cool, but it's a little odd if he's a comic book version. You don't really get chrome or metallics on a comic book character. I'm gonna take a closer look at him and I'll let you know what I think. So Superman's head is on a ball joint, lets him look around, up and down. The range of motion is pretty decent, and I think his face sculpt is pretty nice. Superman has a large red cape. It's attached at the shoulders and also attached partway down his back. It's molded in sort of a flowing pose that works well for flying as well as standing. The included little file card that comes with him that shows off artwork from the comic book, it's a very specific cape blowing out that would only work in a standing pose. So it's a good thing they didn't really model that, and also the big smile on his face in the card art. I'm kind of glad they didn't carry that over. But the card does claim that this is based on the Action Comics 1000 from 2018, and has a little bit of backstory on the character there. So below his shoulders, Superman has shoulder articulation that can move out to the side as well as spin around. The cape does interfere with that posing a little bit, but not too much. He has a swivel at the bicep. He has single jointed elbows. He has a swivel and rotation here at the wrists. It's sort of like a little ball joint you can see in there that pivots and can also bend to give him a little bit more fine-tuning in the position of that. You can also see that his sleeves have like a little cuff piece here, but then the joint is made out of the blue plastic, so it's a little odd there, but I don't think it's terrible. Superman also has a butterfly joint here in his shoulders. It's a little bit hidden, and it doesn't give him a huge range of motion because the pec sticks out past it and kind of blocks his arm. But it does help a little bit with getting a range of motion, and there's an interesting line sculpted in his shoulder. I don't know if that's supposed to be a sleeve, or if that's like a muscle line, but that's kind of an interesting sculpt detail there. He has a joint in his abdomen here that pivots around. There seems to possibly be another one in his waist, but basically if you turn him at the shoulders, he pivots here, not down here, in the point hidden under his trunks. But his trunks do slide a little bit, so you can kind of see that articulation point a little bit there. He has a pretty good range of motion at the hips, but the trunks do interfere with the legs going up a little bit. They do move out to the side pretty well. And he does have that same kind of unsightly looking joint that looks a little ugly in certain poses, but I don't really think Superman's going to be kicking a whole lot. He has double jointed knees. He has a swivel pivot at the ankle, as well as an articulation point in his toes. I'm not a big fan of the way they articulated these feet. I don't think the toe articulation is really important on superheroes other than maybe the Flash. And I think this ankle is really bizarre. He just kind of looks like he's broken his foot most of the time. I have a hard time positioning his foot in a good pose with that. It's a little bit nice for Superman if you want him to be flying, that he can kick his foot out a little bit, but it just often looks awkward. In addition to his trading card, Superman comes with a set of extra hands. One is a closed fist, the other one is an accessory holding hand. His standard hands that he comes with are both sort of waving or handshake kind of hands. I don't know what's the most useful for Superman. Clearly a fist is nice for when he flies. You often see him leading with that punching motion. Wrist seems pretty easy to take off. And the new one was pretty easy to pop on there. I kind of like it. Up, up, and away! Superman also comes with a figure stand. This time it's a clear stand with a peg that says DC on it. And it also includes a bracket, sort of like a doll stand, to help him fly. The stand has an articulation point right here. This can move up and down. And the clamp part can open and close. It doesn't pivot this way, which I think would be kind of convenient for a flying stand. You can sort of use this to make Superman hovering, like taking off. I can clip him in here. Superman can be taking off like this, but there's not really a way to rotate it the way I would like to use a flying stand, where he could be posed in a more laying down position. The flying stand is just slotted into this base, so I can pull this back out and just use it as a regular figure stand if I just want to use it to help Superman stand up regularly. Of the 3 McFarlane DC Multiverse figures I've checked out so far, Superman is my favorite. Feel free to check out my Harley Quinn and Batman reviews here on SEO Tour Review. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out our other videos.